It's been a tradition since the early days of the NFL, and we're off on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Set, lady.
On second down, here's Stanford. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12.
Hey.
Stanford now to throw. This is Riddick on the screen. Nifty footwork at the 45. He'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now a 1st down throw. Stanford. With a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many runs in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Trubisky. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Parkey with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know, you're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves?
And down he goes. Aaron Lynch in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now a play fake, and it's Stanford. Pressure again, and down he goes again. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man, in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Set! No 20!
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
180! Behind,
Here's Curry. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. Miller on the catch over the middle. Miller with 1st down and more. And finally down at the 41-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Let's go. We're on the ball after this.
Trubisky. Shaheen, the tight end, on the right side. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
Hey, set up! Right, 80!
Now Trubisky on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Miller. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pickup.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. His throw back at the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6.
Man, come! Ready! Lock in, lock in! Hey, hide!
1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the line. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Second and goal from the 1. He's going to get it right. What a spin. Called a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Lock in! Ready! Run!
certain drives in the game where anything less than a touchdown that caps it feels like an absolute disappointment. This is one of those drives.
And Parkey's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Lions now. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set. 180.
Now it's Stafford off the boot lane. He's going to walk one deep left side here. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. On the ground, and that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. They'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Stafford. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Ford. Well, they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down the 16-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3. Set up. 180.
They go counter with Howard. All the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Set up. 180.
They'll try and run it out on 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal.
times, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. That'll definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10. For the gun, it's Trubisky. Got his man. It's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Trey Burton, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears will add on to their lead. He adds the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. For the 3rd time here this half, it's intercepted. For the pick. And they have it for the center shot at the 33-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
So they come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Trubisky with a give to Howard. A 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
This is Howard on 2nd down, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them.
Let's go, let's go.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go.
Trubisky. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. The Chicago 1st down to former Jag Allen Robinson on the catch from Trubisky.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
You see it? Stop! 180!
They'll throw on 1st down to Trubisky. And this will be incomplete. 2 minutes remain here in the 1st half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Lock in, lock in.
Here's the first carry for Tariq. And they'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Credit the tackle to Darius Slay. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
180! Behind, hard!
Now Trubisky. He's caught. Touchdown, Bears. 3 touchdown passes now from Mitchell Trubisky. And the Bears will extend their lead. So synonymous with these Thanksgiving Day games. He was on TV for these from, I think, 81 to 01, giving out that turkey leg award and turducken he always talked about. Especially when you got a guy going off like this, I think he would be a good recipient of the turkey leg award.
Well, he's definitely already worked on that leg. Is it possible he could end up getting the whole turkey?
Yeah, give him a thigh,
or the
too.
whole turducken. And he's really great that you mentioned Coach Madden because everyone knows him from this. Everyone knows him from the broadcast booth. Remember, he won a Super Bowl as a head coach in Oakland.
Yep, he did indeed. But right now, we are watching maybe one of those turkey leg performances with his 2nd touchdown there.
Set! Lady!
Riddick with a carry. He's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Here we go!
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
All right, here we go. Zebra! Set! Blue 60!
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. Over the middle, he'll get it to Harrison. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, slow down. Stop! 180!
First they go right back to Howard. And he's got room. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36.
Hey! Stop! 180! Behind, hon!
And they're going to the ground attack here. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Stop! 180! 117!
On the handoff, this is Howard. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Red, up!
Here's Trubisky. Finding Gabriel complete. And he's going to be taken down there with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Let's go,
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
180! Blue.
Throwing here, Trubisky. He's going to fire one deep over his shot. He's caught at the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal.
180!
Big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears add on. Parkey with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. To throw on second down at Stanford. Well, this pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Kyle Ford. His feet. He's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offense coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more, but a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Started. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, come on, 180.
They run. This is Carter. That play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Go! 180! Run!
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Fires one, but incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Now, before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And Parkey's kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. Well, the offense, they got the ball in a great spot, but they went nowhere. Forced them to take just the 3.
And they'll be, happy taking the 3. But those guys on the other side, they got to be ecstatic. They didn't let them get anywhere. It made them kick a field goal. But it almost feels like they got the advantage, doesn't it?
And Detroit getting set to go now. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. No run, there we go. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Yeah, baby.
Well, they had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Tight end right, tight end right.
They go back to Rennie. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's Sam Martin now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's got some space here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice game there. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Set up! 180!
Back now at Ford Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Set up! 180! Rush in! Rush in! Rush in! Tighten up! Tighten up! Tighten up!
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Let's go, let's go. Set up! 180! Run!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. He was brought down by Devon Kennard.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Lock in, lock in. Set up! 180!
And on the ground they go with the running back. And able to work his way down to the 16. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
180! Right there, 54 Mike.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the ball. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. It's the fullback. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears continue to pour it on. Now Parkey for the extra point. Parkey adds the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to move!
Out of the gun, Stafford. He's going to launch this thing right downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. And his crew will take over the football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
4 down, check! Set up! 180!
And they're out of here. He'll lose yardage. Brought down to 32. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
And Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. My music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Barthema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now they try the right side here. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hey, we got up.
time. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And Detroit getting set to go now. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Hey! We got set! 250! Coming this way, Here we go! Kill! Hey, tag 50, left!
Take this up to about the 8-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9.
Everyone's got 4 down.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6.
Set! 180!
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. Bad time to get a delay of game penalty there. Not that there's a good time, but that makes it 3rd and 6.
Set! 180!
A shotgun snap for Stanley. To his running back complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. They give him 12 yards and a first down. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
On second down, here's Stanford. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That one good for 14 yards. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Set of downs. Stanford now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Set, lady.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. So, Charles, are able to complete what so often seems to be elusive, a shutout in the NFL. And maybe what's fitting is they ended the game on the field, that defensive unit on the field. What an exclamation mark.
And probably felt like they could go another 60 minutes without anyone putting points on the board against them. That's the confidence you gain throughout when you're pitching a shutout. And they're going to leave the stadium feeling like they're all 10 feet tall.
So for Chicago, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Lions, their woes continue as the record falls now to 1-10. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers.